Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Beauty, also known as the Rich Aunt. Welcome to my new subscribers and to everyone that has been subscribed from day one. Welcome back. Today we're having another sit down and I'm so happy to be sitting in this chair. It's been quite some time since we did a sit down and I'm so much looking forward to just having this conversation that I plan to have in this video. So I have planned to shoot this video. I think I planned to shoot it on Sunday, but I didn't get the time to because we had power cable theft, so we didn't have lights the whole day on Sunday, and that is the only day that I actually get a chance to sit down and record something. But then this Sunday was just interrupted. My battery was low and yeah, it was not possible for me to shoot. But today I knocked off a bit early. I knocked off at 5. Normally I knock off at 6 o'clock. But today I knocked off early because I started my day quite earlier than normal. So this video actually, when I initially wanted to do it on Sunday, was to review the month of October. How did it go for me? What happened in the month of October? What did I get up to? And what were the highlights of that month? So when I prepared the content for this video, I was actually doing my monthly reset where I actually get to reflect on the previous month and also plan for the month ahead. So a lot of things happened in the month of September. It was very beautiful things, great things happened in the month of September. And hey, I got inspired, I got motivated, and I really had a great time in the month of October. The first thing that happened was that my sister graduated on the 2nd of October. So was it the 2nd or the 7th? I'm not sure, but yeah, right around that, at the beginning of the month of October, my sister graduated and I took her to the graduation ceremony. So it was my mom, the partner, and myself that went to the whole thing, and also the friends came through. And it was such a great day, being there, seeing my mom so proud because my sister is her last born. So my mom has 4 children and we are all girls, and the one thing that we did right was that we made her proud, man, and raising us, with both parents present, it has been so amazing, but very challenging because we are all different. We might all be girls, but we are different. We have different personalities, different characters, and you also know when you raise the 2000, it's not going to be the same as the way they raised my sister and the way they raised me or the sister that comes after me. But the 2000 gave us all a headache, and to see her graduate, it was the best moment ever. When they say someone, when they say you work hard and you play harder, that was my sister. My sister played, guys. Like, she enjoyed life, she enjoyed her time at university, and to see her graduate and with the amount of fun that she had, it was something else. At some point I kept praying that she must finish course. I know sometimes when things are very hard for her at university, she would be like, you chose this course for me, so actually I'm doing this for you. But now I'm so happy that she is proud of herself. She's proud that she actually bagged the qualification, and now the qualification, it is not mine. Now she owns it, and she's happy that we made that decision together because she was very young and I had the right information and I was able to channel her in the right direction. So first day she would say, this your course is showing me flames. But now today when she graduated, it was such a proud moment. And when the last born graduate, it means that the hard work, the finances, the scraping and scratching is almost over, because now we are hoping that she's going to get a job, and then we'll all be able to assist our parents. And yeah, so I believe life will be better after this. She will get a job of her dreams, and yeah, but what I know is that life after varsity on its own, it's a bit hard, because when you have bagged a qualification, you always looking for a job that matches the qualification, and in most cases that is not the case, because I've gone through it. My first job was in retail. I had to work in retail much as you have a qualification, but I believe that retail grooms all of us. Retail teaches you how to budget your money, how to show up at work on time. It builds the basic principles, and when you take them to the world as the most exceptional skills that one could, have accomplished, and when you get into a workplace whereby it is what you actually are, closer to what you studied for, it makes life easy, because now you are used to the fact that you report to someone and you need to be at work on time. You get a salary that you have to plan around and make sure that you spend your mind wisely. So yeah, man, I'm so happy for her. And I think the last time I was in school was, I graduated in 2012, and that was the last time I was in school. And yeah, I just backed my qualification, and I went into the marketplace, and I got myself a job. And okay, I have been studying, but courses in the workspace, I haven't just not been sitting, but I've been developing myself in the workspace, in the industry that I'm at. But on that day of the graduations, I got very much motivated to want to go back to school. So I'm not sure, but I am looking at going to do, something, especially now that I'm in a managerial role. There's qualification, but you get the MBA that I need to have at some point. So I think this is the right time to actually start looking for a course that I can do, maybe do an honors, I don't know, but I was very much inspired when I saw all the people that were graduating, especially those that were doing their honors, and so it was very motivating, and I'm motivated to go back to school. So I'm hoping maybe next year I will go back to school. And the other great thing that happened in the month of October, I was doing a course called Unlock Her. So Unlock Her, it was a course that we're doing to unlock excellence in the life of a woman, to unlock excellence and confidence. And my God, much as I was part of the program director of the whole thing, I was working together with my mentor. She's actually the founder of Her Excellence, and she's the one that put together the program. And I came in as an assistant, working in the background, and also being at the front of the course has been the most amazing thing in my life. I got to unlock so much in me. When we talk about unlocking excellence and confidence, we are just talking about unlocking the best version of you on another level. So that course, it was a 4 weeks course. I remember in the first week we introduced the course, and then the second week we were learning about planning and how to execute a plan, how to keep to a to-do list, and I think we were about 15 in the course, besides the 3 of us that were actually running the course. But we had 15 women from all different walks of lives, doing different things, pushing different careers and different roles. But when we got together, hey, it was a powerhouse. I learned so much, and I don't regret being part of that course. And the women that invested their time and the money in the course, they actually walked away with a lot of wisdom. So it was the most beautiful course ever. So we unlocked quite a lot. We unlocked excellence. We unlocked execution of planning. We unlocked procrastination and fear in a woman, how to master the art of not procrastinating things and getting things done. So it was the most amazing thing that ever happened to me, and I think in this stage of my life, I actually needed it more than the people that actually signed on. So I'm so glad that my mentor took me through it with her. I really learned a lot. There was a week whereby we were doing vision board setting for the next year. So my vision board is there. It's up and ready, and I must say I put in a lot of work in getting it done. And the reason it was so much work, it was because we went as far as planning for 5 years ahead, planning for 10 years ahead. And I must say, I've always believed in a vision board from a very young age. I would always have something behind the door, with the word for the year, the theme for the year, and what is it that I want to achieve in that year. And throughout my whole life, I have worked on vision board, and I have always believed in putting your thoughts, your dreams in a chart and having it there every day is a reminder that this is what we're working towards. And now at this age, when I do it, especially with the knowledge that I have, it has been so amazing, because now you don't just plan to say, I want a family, and by this year I want to be at this role, but now we looked at all the aspects. We looked at family, we looked at finances, we looked at career, we looked at self, we looked at a whole lot of things. And I must say, I also got to meet the 40-year-old me, because as I was planning for 10 years to come. At some point in 10 years, somewhere along the road of 10 years, I will be turning 40 years old. And I got to meet the woman that I want to become in my 40s, and the work that I need to put in now in order to become that woman. So now I have activities, now I have tasks, now I have a lot of work that I need to do in the next coming 8 years before I turn 40 to be the woman that I want to be. I went as far as going to check out women that are in their 40s that I look up to, like your Amanda Dambuza. Yeah, like your what's that woman that I like so much, Nomdeni Mdaki, DJ Zinhle. Those are women that are in their 40s that are doing amazing things. They are running their households, they are running businesses, they are wealthy, they are traveling, they are resting, they are working hard. And I know for sure that I want to be there, and there's a lot of work that needs to happen. In the next 8 years, I cannot just be taking each year as it comes, and it also helps you to build so much faith, because when you say you want to live until the age of 40 and beyond, it means that you have so much faith that I will live until I'm 40 and beyond, So when I plan for the 40-year-old me, it means that I work so much with God. I pray to God that, much as this is my plan, may your will also take place. But then I pray that may I live longer to accomplish the goals that I have for myself. So I believe that course did so much great in my life, and we are going to be having a whole lot of more courses that are still to come. We're still going to have a course before we close off the year, and that will be open to everyone, both genders, male and female, because we're going to be tackling all other issues, so it was a great course to invest in, and I'm so happy that I went through the course. And the other thing that I did in the month of October, what else? I read a book called, I think I noted it down. Yes, 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. And it was such a beautiful book. I enjoyed it so much. And I also read Who Moved My Cheese. And those books, when you read a book and when the book comes at the right place at the right time, it will fit together so nicely. So I got to learn a lot and I got to apply, because there were other things that needed to be applied immediately, in the month of October. So reading those two books actually helped me to be able to tackle certain things that I was faced with. Number one, I think in the previous video I mentioned that I had two guys in my branch that were serving notice. So in the last day of October, it was actually their last day. So we had their farewell and we had to say goodbyes. It was not nice, but I mean, in life, you get to learn that there's a point whereby we need to part ways. There's a reason why we met, and we have learned so much. I personally have learned so much from the two guys. They were my faves, and I really got to learn a lot from them. And yeah, so it was so nice to say goodbye, simply because I know that they are doing greater things in life, and yeah, man, they will reach the goals that they've always had for themselves. So we said goodbyes to those guys, we did them farewell, and yeah, man, we got to say goodbye to them. And yeah, so that was all that happened in the month of October. And how has November been going? Guys, November has been going so great. On the 6th of November 2023, it was this Monday, right? I went to a branch managers meeting. So it was a combined branch managers meeting whereby we had branch managers from all the other regions. Like, people traveled from Limpopo, us in Pretoria, others in Joburg, to come to this meeting, right? And normally these meetings happen at one branch, which is a bigger branch, and it has a bigger boardroom. And the branch that we went for the meeting was a branch that I worked at when I came to Capitec. So it was my first branch. It was my first day at work happened at that branch. And I must say, that day felt like when they talk about the full circle moment, like, it was a full circle. I saw my life, like, I was able to reflect immediately from the day I walked in that door, and it was my first day at work. I was just a 22-year-old, and 9 years later, I am back there, a different role, a different person. I am much wiser, I have gained more experience. And just walking through that door on that day, particularly to attend the meeting, it really felt like a full circle moment in my life, because we are where we started, but in a different role now, a different person, because I remember that branch was forever used as a place whereby meetings were held. So at some point, when I was still a CSC working at the door, I would see these days whereby branch managers would come in and they looked so hard, and you could see, oh man, these people have their life figured out, when they walk, the posture, and to have that day come true in my life. And I must say, at some point when I was just working as a client service champion, issuing tickets and managing the queue at the bank, I would always see myself being that woman that one day I would attend this meeting, and 9 years later, it happened. I walked in there to attend a meeting. And what was also amazing was, I think with me, if there's one thing that I would do consistently, is show up my best and show up looking good. So on Sunday, they told us that the meeting will be at this location, and they said that we must wear our Saturday wear uniform. And the meeting was on Monday, so normally on Saturday we wear golf shirts and jeans and techies. And if there's one thing in my life that I don't like, is jeans and techies. I only wear them on Saturday simply because it's uniform. And I was like, oh, I can't show up to a meeting, my first branch managers meeting, wearing techies, guys. I had to suit up the Saturday uniform. And when I walked in, girl, did I not look hot? Did people not notice that I'm different from the others? Because I was wearing the golf shirt, and I put my suit. So I was wearing a skirt with my golf shirt and my blazer and magusha with stockings with my heels, and I walked in that place like I own it. And people were asking, okay, who's chairing the meeting? Is she the one chairing the meeting? Even our business, what do they call them? Our BMO, right? So the one that manages the whole unit. She was like, "Girl, you look good," and she knows me from way back. You know, there was a point whereby she was chairing a case that I was part of when I almost got kicked off. And I think when I was in that boardroom, I remember that at some point I was in that boardroom praying because I had a case, right? And she was the chairperson of that case. That was the first day that she met me, and she was chairing my case. And yeah, it was so difficult. But then, because God, the level of showing up, always, being excellent in what I do, my work spoke for me. And yeah, she saved my job on that day. I just got a final written warning for something that I could have been dismissed for. But because God will always be God. And on that day, when I'm sitting in that boardroom, now I'm attending a meeting, I had all this reflection going on in my mind that one day I was sitting here and, it was a matter of life and death. I was about to lose my job, and to go back there, it was really, really a full circle moment for me. And because, guys, I showed up looking my best, I was noticed, I was seen that, hi man, this new branch manager, man, she has this thing. So we had executives today. Today is the 9th of November. We had executives from Stellenbosch coming through to see the people and to just come and engage with us. So they needed about 15 people in the business unit to come and sit with the executives. And in my region, they selected 2 branch managers, and your girl was part of them. So I was there in a whole boardroom. So the day that we went on Monday, because we were a lot, they had to put away the table, so we were just sitting like we're in class. But today I walked in and we were in a proper boardroom with tables and chairs, and the executive pulled through, and I was on the table with one of the best in the game. She's a woman, I love her. She's from Soshanguve and she's doing amazing things. Her name is Basani Maluleka. She's one of the executives at Capitec Bank, and I was meeting her for the second time. I met her the first time I went to the workshop while I was still standing in for my previous manager, and now she met me again, and she remembered me because we had a conversation. And so it was so nice to be on the table, and we were having conversations. And one thing about me is that I showed up, I was speaking, I was engaging, asking the right questions, answering questions that she had. And I must say, the girl has been doing so good. Today I was so happy. Like, as I was sitting in that boardroom, I was like, a whole me. I'm sitting here with Basani Maluleka and Pinky Mahlangu and Chantel Damons. Me, guys, I was like, it's God is good. So that's what has been happening in my life. Besides being tired, the year-end fatigue, and the work just gets more and more every day. But we are doing our best. And the one thing that I've learned from the course is working with God. We tackled the concept of confidence, and now with everything that I do, I don't just apply confidence, but I apply confidence to say that I do it together with God, and I can see the results. I can see it, man. I can see it. I can feel it, and I am living it. And it's been great, guys. And 2023, I think it has been the best year of my life. And and I'm looking forward to more great things. I'm looking forward to, unlocking so much more in me. So that's what has been happening in my life. And I'm happy to have been able to make time to come into the space and just to share how is your girl doing. Your girl is so yeah, your girl has been good. So I'm gonna close off the video right here, but thank you so much for the love. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to keep our channel growing. I see we have a lot of subscribers, and welcome. So thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one. Mwah.